Good morning, baddies. I don't know if you're watching this in the morning or if it's nighttime for you. I don't know. It's morning for me, so I'm filming it here. If you don't know who I am, by the way, welcome to my channel. I'm Neeti. I do everything: advice, self-love, self-development. My little singing's coming out. This means I'm getting comfortable with you. You know what? I just felt very inclined to make this video. I don't know what it was. I think it's because of like things I'm going through that I just like was like, you know what, I want to get on here and yap today. And so we're gonna talk a little bit about how to know if a person is meant for you or if you're just like bored, basically. And by bored, I mean if they're not meant for you and you just want them around. Things have been kind of happening that have been a little triggering for me in terms of reminding me of a specific person. Because backstory, this time last year, I was seeing somebody who I was doing all these things with. We also went to a haunted house. We stayed up all night. Today is actually the Nuit Blanche night, the night where people stay up all night. We did that last year and walked around the city. Basically, we did a bunch of things that are happening again this year, and so it's kind of normal, but obviously they have just been triggering me to remind you of this person. Now, a little backstory on this person. I've been through a lot since then. Like, it's been a whole year. I've talked to other guys since then. He's probably the one guy, I think, since I've been single, which it's been a year and a half if you don't know me, who I feel like was actually like a good one and is somebody who I could actually see myself with, but it just kind of like didn't work out. Basically, I was doing all these things with him this time last year, and like we were just kind of getting to know each other, and then about a month later, maybe like in November, he basically said to me that he just doesn't have the time to give me like what I deserve in terms of like he had started a new program at like post-secondary education, like grad school, and he was just like super swamped with it, and he just like wasn't even really able to make time for me anymore, and he just like said like I just won't be able to do it, or it's gonna really distract me and I'm supposed to be really focused right now starting something new. Basically, it ended there. Super civil, nothing against him, like it's fine. Like, I mean, it is what it is. If he was communicating and saying that he just won't be able to make it work because of like time and stuff, and he needs to be really focused right now. It's whatever. Point of this story is that I have been really triggered in terms of, should I reach out to him? Was he the one that got away? We were so good together, you know, like, should I maybe do something about it? Did I like, should I message him and like pursue him? Like, what if he's the one? And I've been just like kind of confused, which is so random because it's like you will go like periods of long time of like, for example, not thinking about somebody, and then you're like, why all of a sudden? And I'm like, okay. So what I thought about this morning, I talked to one of my girls, shout out Pollock, and she was like, well, I think there's like a lot of triggering things happening like that are reminding you of him recently. Like, you're doing a lot of the same things you did with him last year. And I'm like, yeah, that could be why he's on my mind more. He also did look at my story, so like put him back on the map. But I was like, you know, like I still really like this guy. It was literally just like timing, I guess. And I'm like, so like there's a part of me that always wonders, right? I don't know. But then I was also like, it's fall. I have been staying my ass inside, and I'm not somebody who stays inside a lot. I've been really working on learning to kind of like love my time alone and spend more time alone, especially in fall. So I'm like, what if I'm just bored? Like, you could also just be bored, right? And just be thinking of like a guy that you used to like because you're just fucking bored and you need attention. Like, whatever, it's fine. If you're a recovering anxious girly like me, you know what I'm talking about. I have other videos on anxious attachment if you're wondering. And so I was like, you know what? I don't know. Either I'm just fucking bored because I've been sitting inside, or this man is actually the man of my dreams. How do you know if a man is actually meant for you? Maybe you should reach out, maybe you should fight for him, or if you're just fucking bored and he's not meant for you, right? And everyone's gonna tell you, oh my god, listen to your gut. I'm gonna kind of type the same thing, not really, like, yeah, okay, you need to listen to your gut. Your gut will be telling you, I don't think it's a good idea to message him. And maybe you're just mixed. Like, right now, I feel like my gut is not super clear. Like, it's really in my head. My gut tells me he's a great person, and like, yeah, I could reach out to him, but like, my mind is kind of where it's like, hey, well, maybe you're bored, maybe you're just lonely, I don't know, like, you know. And so I'm kind of clouded. How do I know if this person's meant for me and I'm missing out? Or no, you're just fucking bored, just sit your ass inside. What I was thinking, and I was telling my friend, I was like, hey, like, I think I want to, like, what if I text him, right? And I'm like, there's part of me that's like, no, like, he literally told you he does not have time for you. He will not be able to make time for you. Why? And until 2025, he was very clear about that. It's not 2025. Why would you go out of your way to text somebody who was like clear with you? And if they really had a change and they all of a sudden had time and their life changed and they really wanted to make it work, they would have texted you by now, right, Neeti? They clearly can see your Instagram stories. They would have messaged you by now. But I was like, yeah, that is true. So like, should I message them? What's gonna change? Like, I don't think their circumstances would have changed, right? Or they would have reached out. But there's a part of me is like, why do I keep thinking of this person every day? Like, it's getting a little fucking annoying. Like, I don't want to think about you every day. So I was like, you know what? I need to give it some time. It could just be like the time of year it is that's like reminding me of him, or it could be my gut is telling me to reach out to him. What I'm gonna do every single day, every single time I think of texting him, I am gonna write it down in my notes app. I'm literally gonna write it down. I'm thinking of texting the shop. I just want to be like, hey, how are you? How have you been? Okay, we're gonna see for like maybe 2 months how many times I'm thinking of texting this man, and if it kind of like goes away after like the season changes, right? Like this time we were seeing each other, when it passes to like maybe fucking winter when we were not seeing each other, and if I'm still thinking of this man like every other day and how he's doing, and I'm still writing these texts that I want to write to him in my notes app, then I think at that point I'll be like, you know what, I think your gut is really telling you to message him, and you really like, this is kind of like where my inclination is going, this is what feels good, versus just I'm just fucking lonely and bored and it's fall and I'm thinking of you a lot because we used to do these things together and I want to text you, right? I think at the end of the day, it's really hard for you to not to know. It's a really hard place for you to be in, to not know, like, do I want this guy? Is this guy meant for me, or am I just like bored, or do I want this guy for the wrong reasons? Do I want him for the chase? Am I just an anxious girly who just wants this guy for validation, or is he truly my person and I should go back to him? Maybe you broke up with somebody and you're like, I don't know if I should have done that. I think there's probably a lot going on in your head. Do what I'm doing. Every single time you're thinking of this person, or write it down, but don't send it. Obviously, write it in your notes app. Do that. But don't do it. Don't do yourself and be like, oh my god, it's been 1 week and I wanted to message him every day. Oh my god, he's meant to be. We're soulmates. No. Do it for a time period that is really extended. If in 4 months you were still fucking thinking about this guy every day and there's nothing like triggering it, and he's not in and out of your life, it's not like, oh, I'm seeing him physically, that's why I was thinking of him. If there's really no reason why you should be, that's where your gut is. And like on some things in life, your gut is just going to be more clear. Like sometimes I don't need to do all this for me to just know like this feels good, I should do this. But obviously some things are messy, and if you're fucking stuck like me and you don't know, that is basically like the solution that I'm thinking of. It's like, if I still want that man when he's not in front of me, when I'm not reminded of him by a bunch of shit, when I'm not fucking seeing him on social media every day because we don't follow each other, and I'm not just tired, not just fucking lonely and inside because of the season, and I'm still thinking of that man, okay, fine. Don't just message him because you're bored. Don't just message him because you're fucking lonely. Okay, we don't do that. We know how to be happy alone. We're learning how to be happy alone. That's what we're doing. Okay, we don't message men because we're lonely and fucking tired and bored. Okay, and we want cuddles, and everyone else is a boyfriend, so I want a boyfriend. No, we don't do that. Okay, that's really all I have to say about this. My gut was just really wanting me to talk about this. Your gut, I think deep down, if it's not as clouded as mine, will also tell you. If you know as soon as I message this man I'm gonna be anxious, oh my god, because if you're an anxious girly like I used to be, anxious attachment, let's stay away from that. Your gut's already, your nervous system's already warning you, like, don't fucking do that. If you know as soon as you send you that text, you're gonna be like, oh my god, is he gonna reply? Oh my god, what's he gonna say? Let's not do that. That doesn't feel good, okay? Yeah, okay, you might have a little bit of anxiety, but if you're gonna go into that whole anxious state, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Listen to your gut, your nervous system will be telling you things on if things feel right. Anyways, so I am gonna literally sit with this person that I've been thinking about. I'm gonna evaluate it for like a couple months, you know? I'm gonna start trying, as of today, writing out the text that I wanna send him in my phone. See how long it lasts. And then I'm gonna circle back to this in 2-3 months. But I'm not sitting here every day like, oh my god, I want to text him. Like, I'm gonna give myself 1 week and I'm gonna text him. No, I got my own life. I got my own things to do. I'm gonna circle back to this in a couple months. Okay? Okay. Good plan. Let's stick to this plan together. Anyways, if you don't know who I am, I'm Neeti. I post a lot of self-development, brown girl, very Desi related, self-love content. You can subscribe on my channel. Please subscribe. Let's get me to 1,000 subscribers. I also post a lot of short form, lighter hearted content on TikTok and Instagram. You can also follow me there. Everything is in the description. I love you guys. Message me anything you want to know, and I will see you in the next video.